fucking time.
Nate, I just clicked it. We are live right now.
I think the end of your sentence got caught there. Brilliant.
I hope not.
I hope so. That's fantastic.
Play that intro. Let these guys see this new epic intro.
Oh yes, my son
Kobe.
coming in hot on the intro.
Yeah, that's your son. If you're in the audience and you don't know, Brett's son is a musician.
Mm-hmm.
He made the first one. He's made this one too. So yeah,
And
great job, Kobe.
Putting out some new songs. I just put it on Instagram. One of his songs is hitting right now. It's got 1,000 plays on SoundCloud, and he's doing great. He makes all the music himself, mate. Just sits at a computer, does it all, plays instruments, plays the guitar, plays the drums. Just loves music. I don't know. He never liked swimming, never really enjoyed sports. I would have these tickets to the football game, some of the greatest football games in history, Auburn, Alabama, 100,000 people in the stands, and he'd be at home just playing his drums. Couldn't care less. Didn't want to go. Cam Newton was on there. Come meet Cam Newton. Couldn't care less.
Sounds like he's a music nerd.
Yeah.
Not so much a swim nerd. That's all right. How's it out there in the Netherlands there, Sonny?
It's getting a bit colder, but it's good. It's good. Got a little more of a relaxed day. Match tomorrow, going up against Toronto Titans. Should be fun.
Who else?
DC Trident, like every match, and the Aqua Centurions.
I like how you didn't even mention them.
Saw some of the
factors. Is that what you're telling me? Non-factors?
Everyone's a factor. They're going to have guys win races. Every team's got guys that are going to win races.
Yeah, there were some good swims. I mean, all right. So the first playoff match, me and Brett kind of watched it live. We went on Twitter Spaces actually, which was kind of cool. I was trying to figure out if it recorded it or not, but I don't think it did. But it was kind of nice, Maybe it's kind of nice that it wasn't recorded, right? Because then you can kind of maybe say some things and it's gone.
It was a test.
We got to hang out with Based Eddie. If you're not on Twitter, check out Based Eddie. We don't really know who he is, but he did a great job. He came on and he provided a lot of great information. I guess if we get him on the live show on the video stream, he's gonna have to wear a bag over his head or something.
A little ski mask.
Yeah.
Just get him in a ski mask, like his profile picture. That would be brilliant. I want that.
That would be funny.
But that was good. And then the second ISL playoff was epic. I thought there was some great matchups there. And then the current, I'm connected to the current, so I'm a fan. But man, they pulled through. That was a great matchup. Great matchup.
Yeah, there's been two awesome matches to start the playoff offs. And if you take away that some of the swimming was slightly more lethargic and fatigued coming off the back of World Cups and European champs, the actual racing between the teams, the actual match, the ISL in its purest form was super, super hot. Like, obviously, I have seen the two matches from one as part of a team and the other as a spectator. The match between us and Cali that's as close as any match has ever been. We went down to the last event, the men's 50 freestyle skins. 5 guys went 21-1. And unfortunately, our guy was the guy who come 5th in Klim. There could have been a different outcome should he have moved on. There could have been a different outcome in a million other races between the 2 days where there was hundredths of a second. And Cali did beat us, but it was not projected. We were ahead. They were ahead. We got a DQ that really turned the tides. But if I take myself out of the Energy Standards shirt, that was a brilliant match because no one knew who won until that last race. And then the second match was extra awesome because you had 3 teams going at it. Toronto was super hot through the regular season. LA lacked a little bit in the regular season. So going in, you thought it was going to be a close match between Toronto and London. Toronto have, in fact, beaten London in the regular season. And in the end, London were ahead for a long way. And it come down to the skins. The skins picks were great for LA. And LA won their first match, at least of the season, maybe of the whole ISL. But that's really set up quite an interesting sort of dynamic for the rest of the season, because LA and London are in every match together, and Toronto are always with Aqua, who they're going to probably keep beating. So if LA can keep beating London are actually the team that will be sent home, not Toronto. So there's a lot of could happens going forwards, and it's not projected who will be in the final. You know, anyone still between LA, London, and Toronto could be in the final, which is really cool.
Well, LA definitely swam well this past meet. Anastasia Gorbenko, you know, every time we were just talking about this, it seems like every single time she swims, she's not only winning, but she's breaking another Israeli national record. Tom Shields killing it again this weekend. And of course, the return of Ryan Murphy, which I think we all kind of knew was going to be good for the LA Current, was, I think, better than expected. You know, he did take a bunch of time off, but it seems to not have hurt him at all. 148 in that 200 backstroke. He's got plenty of endurance still in that tank.
That's right, Sonny, the return of the king. I kind of mentioned that to you, didn't I? Off air, and I was like, he's coming.
You did, and I maybe did play down how much of an impact he might have, and he proved me wrong. He was MVP in his first match, 58 points. I think he won all 3 backstroke disciplines. It looked real sharp.
Mate, I've seen this guy compete at all levels, but NCAAs, he beat the living snot out of everybody he ever came up against at that NCAA level. Man just knows how to race and perform when he needs to. He's a gamer, but look, he's got competition. I'm not saying that for sure. There's some studs out there, but he knows how to play with the big boys, no doubt about that. So that's cool.
Who else impressed you this weekend?
I mean, I'll talk about our guys, but like I was backstage and I heard the crowd going wild, and it was the women's 200 freestyle. Siobhan Hauhe was under world record split for the first 150, and she ended up going 151.1, which not a world record, but you know, within 0.6, and she looks phenomenal
or something like that.
So yeah, it's up there. Maybe behind her own swim and Sarah's 2 swims. Like, yeah, it was unreal, and again, still got a lot of racing for her ahead. So she looked great. Sarah's still hitting it hard, 24.6 50 fly. That's pretty moving. From some of the other teams.
Well, mate, let me ask you something. You put out some vlogs lately, and they've been great. And if anyone hasn't caught them, get on the Swimsuit Guys YouTube page. Check up on all those vlogs. Have you put something out, a behind the scene vlog of like a team meeting? Are you allowed to film the team meetings? Have they given you permission?
So in some of the Naples vlogs, I've got some highlights from team meetings. I actually have all the team meetings from Naples filmed. I just didn't upload the whole thing because some of it's it's not that entertaining, and it's 20 minutes
boring.
long, 30 minutes long. Yeah,
but I think
not boring for us. It's important for us, but boring maybe for certain viewers.
Yeah, no one wants to watch some meetings.
I did film the whole meeting after Callie beat us. I'm not going to put that up, but I am going to put it up one day. We're going to put it up one day, but it's not going up until everything's said and done. But I do have that. That was a little bit more of an emotional meeting. James said some cool stuff, and that's one I think people will find interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, there's obviously some stuff where you guys, your back's against the wall, and there's some stuff being said in team meetings, and people are rallying. It's got to be a way that you can pull all these people from different regions of the world together somehow and get them to fight and unite. And you guys are definitely doing that. So I'd like to see a little bit of that stuff, you know?
Yeah, no, James is good at a lot of things, but his team meetings are pretty damn epic, you know? And this one was the creme de la creme so far.
Right.
And you're not going to share it. Thanks.
No, it's going to be shared, just not during the ISL.
Okay, after the whole season.
After
maybe
the
like
final
a Christmas present.
Maybe for you, Nate.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So then you guys race again tomorrow. Are you race tomorrow, and then I guess have you got that schedule again then, Nate, or is that the thing gone?
So
it's scrolling.
Yeah. This weekend will be a real good one because it'll be Cali versus London and LA, which is another big match. And again, not forgetting Iron, but that's going to be a really good match. And then we get to take on that duo next Thursday, Friday, the duo of London and LA. So that will be another nail biter.
Right. Wow.
Well, I thought Toronto swam pretty well. They had some big swims. I mean, Summer McIntosh, did she win everything she swam? 400 IM, 400 free. She broke 4 minutes. Won the 400 IM by like 3 seconds.
Yeah, she's
someone else. Is Luke Crone? Does he swim for Toronto?
Toronto, he does indeed.
That's who my pick was. I wanted to watch him swim that 400 freestyle. Ends up winning that in 340. Is Chad swimming this week?
We'll see how his knee is, but
he went.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Well, at least we know he's there.
He's here. He's swum every day since he's been here, and he's getting better every day. But we're just, the thing is, if this was the last meet of the year, he'd be swimming.
Sure.
But but there's a lot more coming. The ISL final's more important, and we need Chad at his best. So we're taking precautions there.
All right. Was it a swimming injury or was it outside the pool?
Honestly, I've as far as Chad said, I think he had some sinus stuff going on, so he was doing a lot of kicking and a bit more dry land than he's used to. And I think the combination of doing a lot of jumps and some kicking, he said he was kicking real casually, and he just felt his knee go a little bit.
No.
Kept, done the classic swimmer thing of, it's all right, I'll keep working hard, and then actually went and got a scan, and it was, he's got some stuff going on. I'm not going to tell you what, because I don't know off the top of my head, but he's got some stuff going on that's healing, and the physios are happy with how it's healing.
Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. What else you got, Nate?
Caleb Dressel is leaving Greg Troy. I don't even know if this is actually news or not. Is this news?
I mean,
he made an announcement on Instagram that basically said, "Hey, Coach Troy, you're the man. I love you. Thank you so much for everything. But I'm gonna go swim with Anthony Nesty and Steve Youngbluth, and he's been swimming with those guys forever, anyways."
I don't think so. No, I don't. I think he's been with Troy exclusively. I think I honestly believe that there was kind of a shift in the territorial, breakup of the pool there. You had at one stage you had the men's team with Nesty doing their thing, and then you had the women's team with Jeff Propel doing their thing, and then you had obviously the pro team with Greg. And I think there was a little bit of a battle for who had the pool when and things like this. But obviously, it seemed to me that Caleb was all in with Greg there, and it's not so much that it's surprising. It's just like, why now? Like, why all of a sudden? And that's all. It'd just be good to hear from one of them in terms of like, why did it happen now? Does that mean Greg is looking at retiring, and they kind of talked about this, and he told him, or was there kind of like something else where it was like he's just not feeling like he's getting what he needed from Greg? So I guess it just opens up some questions. That's all. It's nothing dramatic, but
it's not like you're moving from Stanford to Florida and switching complete. He did swim with these guys his entire college career. I mean, he knows them very intimately. It's not like this is a huge shift. He's not even leaving the state.
No. But I guess he's with the group. But it goes back to that same old problem in the US, I guess, is that most of the pro athletes have to train with these college coaches, and these college coaches are getting paid to coach college. I mean, and Nesty's the head coach of the men's and women's team now. He's out recruiting. He's coaching 60, 70 athletes that are there to swim in college. He's traveling to meets. I mean, they're just to me, it's a mess. I wish there was a system where we could have some pro swimming for sure.
And that's what kind of Salo was saying too in his podcast, right? He's like, they asked me to be the head coach of the short course world championship team because they know that I could say yes. Yeah. All these other guys, there's no way. How are they going to fit that into their schedule that's already, like you just said, jam packed? And
you're burning out these coaches too. Like, let's keep that in mind. Like, we're giving a lot of responsibility to Anthony Nesty here to say, hey, just coach the two greatest athletes in the history of the sport who are professionals, and at the same time, do your other stuff where you run a team of 70 people. It's like, I mean, I love the guy to death, but that's a lot of work, man, and that'll add up real quick,
Yeah, I mean, you've documented it in this podcast for over 200 episodes of how difficult it is trying to juggle these 3 different, tennis balls in the air, or more. I mean, he's got a lot to do, but that's an exciting. If we get a chance, I'd love to go down there and watch these guys knock out some practices,
Yeah, well,
guys and girls.
we'll see. It's not an open invitation for everybody, but we'll see if we can sneak in the back door or something.
Hey, we're in Florida.
That's
right.
how the whole Gatorade, as Sonny drinks a Gatorade right now. That's the whole Gatorade. That's how that Gatorade set started. So Garrett was headed to Florida. He's like, "Hey, I'm in Florida. Can I come and record a workout?" And Greg was like, "No, you're not allowed on my deck." So he called me and was like, "Hey, can I come up to Auburn?" I was like, "Hell yeah, man, come up. We got a funny set coming your way." That was the Gatorade set, man. That's how it happened. So it's not an open invitation to the pool deck in Florida. It's hard to get in that one.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I'm glad how
moving
things
on.
turned out.
Sonny, you got any what do you got like 6 different beverages there, huh?
I've got like a little coughing fit going on. Jesus Christ.
Well, thanks
No,
for
water.
clicking mute then.
Yeah. No, I'm glad how things worked out, is all I said.
Okay,
Sort of.
good. All right. Well, seeing how things don't seem to be working out in Hungary right now for the Tsar, Hungarian swim coach Guy.
Yeah.
Georgi.
Mr.
Georgi?
Turi, Coach Turi.
Coach Turi.
They call him the
Coach
Tsar.
Turi.
That was his
The
like
Tsar.
coaching nickname, was the Tsar. Anyways, he's being investigated by the Hungarian Swimming Federation for a long list of physical and verbal abuses. It doesn't seem like it's too good. Laszlo Che kind of like unveiled everything in some sort of a podcast interview, and just said like it was like an everyday type of a thing. I mean, you can read exactly what Laszlo said right there on the bottom of your screen. I feel like this is I can't believe this is still happening in today's age, but it obviously is. And he's not the only one that came out. Like lots of swimmers came out to say, "Hey, I was abused," basically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You might have some more information, Sonny, where you are. People may have talked about this in the last 24 hours amongst them. But look, the timing of it is interesting because obviously Laszlo swam with him his whole career. Is this Laszlo's coach that he swam with?
Yeah.
So it's like, why go your whole career and then drop it now? I mean, it's interesting in that respect, but also, I mean, I guess you can talk about it anytime you want, but then also, I don't know. Yeah, it's cultural too. Like, what part of it is accepted over there and what's not. Obviously, some of the things that were talked about, you would go to prison for in America, but culturally, it's different there, and it's hard to compare apples to apples. It's a different way of life, and we all know that the Hungarian way of life is hard. They're hard people. They're all respected as some of the hardest workers on the planet when it comes to swimming. They just churn out yards. We all know that. So, it's hard to kind of get a grasp on exactly what the full story is. But some of it sounded pretty crazy, grabbing swimmers by the hair and pulling them out of the pool. I think that sounds pretty wild.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
No boy.
I'd be all right. The Sonny would be in trouble.
I was thinking that surely Laszlo falls into your category of not being able to be pulled by the hair, but hey, what is with this? Hey, I'm liking the curly hair at the moment. Come on, leave me alone, guys.
For your hair.
I'm liking the hair. The hair's fine. You don't have
Selfie
to
with
like my
Sonny.
hair.
I like the selfie with Sonny. That's a good one.
All right, let's move on here.
What do we got next?
Some University of Texas news. We were just down there a couple months ago. We were asking Wyatt Collins what's going on. Are you the heir apparent? and he's just been promoted as the associate head coach of men's swimming and diving there.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
In all seriousness, he works his tail off. He was working nonstop the entire time we were down there, and everyone seemed to lavishly love him behind the scenes. You know, every single person we talked to, whether it was the aquatics director, the director of ops, Eddie, obviously, and pretty much all the alumni that we interacted with that weekend and the kids that were on deck. So it looked like a real smart decision to go ahead and promote Wyatt and keep it going down there. Speaking of, it seems like some things might already be changing down there with they're signing some of these foreign kids. I guess I shouldn't say sign. You know, they're coming to swim for them. I don't know if they're getting any scholarship out at all, but you know, it's something that you had talked to Eddie about, like only basically recruiting American swimmers. And now they got a South African coming. They got a Russian coming. A Russian to the University of Texas.
Yeah, all-American swim team. They're bringing in a Russian.
They already got a Norwegian distance swimmer. So what's going on? It's changing. Is it changing? Are we watching it change?
I mean, it seems that way. That's the information they're putting out. And I'm not going to sit here and say that they haven't had any foreign athletes in the past, but certainly seems like in this class that they're talking about, there's more than ever. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, you know, I don't know what. Yeah, they're probably not getting much scholarship to come. It might be just a situation where it's like, hey, can I walk on maybe and give it a shot, and maybe they're willing to give them a chance. I don't know, but it does seem interesting in terms of the way it's going. Yeah.
Well, those aren't the only kids they're recruiting. Obviously, they have Will Modlin signed or verbally committed, I guess, and so did Nate German-Prez. Who, you know, these guys are 43, 20 point, 43, 135, you know, as sophomores. They're not graduating until 2023.
Wow.
145, 200 IMers. They can go sub 22 in yards in the 50 back. They can go sub 22 in the 50 fly. Those are the types of guys that Texas has always gotten, that they're continuing to get. And those are the dudes that you really need. The guys that can swim 50, 100 back, 50, 100 breast, 50, 100 fly, 50, 100 free. They're going to be on all the relays. So yeah, it looks like 2023 so far, and it's not just the men's side, it's the women's side also. You know, Brett, when we were up there, they were basically doing a photo shoot with these recruits. Like if you're going to verbally commit, we're going to have a great picture of you with the horns up.
Right.
And every single time we see an article come out, I kind of laugh because we saw those pictures being taken essentially during that one weekend. And they're signing them. Mitch Dalton, obviously, I've known Mitch forever. He's a go-getter and an awesome recruiter, and his presence is clearly being felt so far.
Yeah, Texas women are on the rise. They're definitely going to make some noise big time in the next few seasons. The men are just there, and be interesting to see. I mean, what they did out in Virginia just a couple of weeks ago at that dual meet, that was insane how good they are.
So good.
Yeah, so good. So it's like they're not going anywhere soon. And, you know, there's still, even with the article that came out yesterday, I believe, with Wyatt, I mean, I had 100 messages like, you know, after that, like, who's going to take the Texas job when Eddie leaves? I'm like, are we still having this discussion? I mean, it's been 20 years now. Can we stop? Like, Eddie's there. Wyatt's just been promoted. They're on a roll. Let them go. You know?
I think when we talked to Bruce, I don't know if this was in the podcast or if it was before or after we were recording, but he basically said that exact same thing, right? Like, he was scared to send some kids to Texas because the kids were always worried that this was going to be Eddie's last year and they were going to be a sophomore and Eddie's gone or whatever. And that was, as he was laughing, that was like 12 years ago.
Yeah. So
you could be saying this for forever and ever. But his daughter just committed to the University of Texas, Aaron Gemmel. NCAP is going down to Texas. I think Camille Spink also Camille Spink also signed. She's also an end capper, 22 low, 48, 145 freestyler. Both again in the class of 2023. So Texas on both sides recruiting is looking quite impressive so
that's
far.
Off camera. That's what Bruce was telling us, is like, you know, his daughter was looking for a place where the head coach was going to be there, they felt, for a longer period of time. Now, some of the top teams, you know, they just weren't sure of the future of some of the head coaches. Whereas at Texas, they got a feeling that the team that they've assembled is going to be there for a while, and that's what they went with. So that's a fair call. So, yep.
All right. We got a 50 kick for time here.
We're gonna start a new competition, worldwide competition, huh?
Yeah. We got to make up the rules though. All right. So I guess when we were down there again, we talked to Eddie about this, right? He was like going around the pool deck during the 1988 Olympics or something, and he was asking every single person, like, how fast can you kick 50 meters with a board? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pay the fastest man and the fastest woman $250 each. I will send you Bitcoin if you want it in Bitcoin. Okay.
Wow.
But all you got to do is kick a 50 flutter kick with a board. Did we say snorkel was allowed?
Sure,
yeah. Snorkel's allowed. Yeah. It's not an advantage to just get some flatter. If you want to wear a snorkel.
No fins. Obviously.
No fins. You're not allowed to take any strokes until the last stroke. You can take one stroke into the wall, but again, it's a stroke. It's not a cycle. You're not allowed to take two. It's one stroke max. That's it. All right.
Is that a pull and board to the wall, or is that a board and pull arm to the wall?
No, that's
board
a cycle. To the wall. No, it's pull and board. Yeah, it's just pull, board to the wall. You know, Sonny, you can even get this thing kicked off. Is there a long course pull there?
Yeah, I can throw one down to.
Maybe you could wrangle a couple.
Maybe after the match, I can get some people. I can throw one down myself. I could also get some people who are actually fast at swimming to do one.
Throw one down yourself first, so you can be ranked number 1 in the world on the leaderboard.
And then I'll let the. I'll tell you what. I went for a swim. I've been swimming with Tom Rushton a little bit here, the head coach of Any Standard. Yeah. He kicked a 115 on his back like 2 days ago for his second swim in months.
Get him on there.
He's a good. Oh, he's going to get, but he said he can't do it on a board. He's good on his back, but not on a board. But
that'd be good. Get him on a board. Head to head, just go head to head, you two, and see who wins it, and then we'll put it up.
So it's video footage as well. We need video footage as well.
Got to have video footage. Yeah. You know, we want to share this stuff. You got to tag us, right, Nate? Tag.
Yeah, you got to tag. Like, put it on Instagram or put it on Twitter. Okay. Tag Inside with Brett Hawk. Tag Swim Nerds. Tag the swimsuit guy. Okay, and then put it up there. I mean, it's easy to take times. You know, if you're gonna falsify your time, we're just gonna check it. I mean, it's gonna be on the video.
How long's the challenge open for?
That's a good question. How long do you want to?
2021. Yeah.
Through the end of the year. Yeah, and then we'll make an announcement New Year's Day.
Let's do that. Okay.
The winner is
$250 American bucks. USD.
US dollars sent directly to you, however you want it. Nate's talking about
Bitcoins,
Ethereum. Send me some Bitcoins, but yeah, we'll get it to you. Start of the new year, but let's get it up. Come on, let's get these videos. It's got to be long course.
Got to be long course.
Got to be long course.
Fastest 50 flutter kick.
Who's in? Anyone in the comments section want to have a crack at this? Come on. If you say you will, I'll put you up on the comments here. Come on.
We're going to publish rankings at the end as well, right? So even people that don't win the money.
Yeah,
we'll publish this, and you guys are. What's he saying here?
A challenge I do back in my backyard pool is a 10-length challenge. It's an 8-meter pool.
Oh, Alf.
That's what Alf is referring to.
10-length challenge.
Should we just finish though with the board? We're taking a stroke.
I mean, look, I said max. If I see people taking 2 pulls, it's over. But, you know, I don't mind a little giddy up into the wall, just one. But, you know, like if you want to kick to the wall, great. But if you want a little giddy up to the wall, but there's no pulling on lane lines or nothing like that. You know, like it can't be a cheat. You know, I just want it to be a flat kick, start to end. Come on, let's get the fastest 50 long course kickers on video. Let's get it out there. going to be a fantastic.
$250 for the fastest man. $250 for the fastest woman. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Stroke to touch the wall.
Yeah, one stroke. That's it. Come on, just touch the wall. Boom. Not two.
Simple. Rules are down.
All right, tomorrow on the podcast, we're sticking with the University of Southern California. We talked to Dave Salo a couple days ago. Tomorrow,
Chase Bloch. Look at that.
Chase Bloch.
Tomorrow.
He swam there, didn't he?
And he's been there through it all. Yeah, he's been there for 11 years now, I think. He's just started as a freshman and went into kind of junior assistant into assistant, and he's been through changes, and he's kind of just a common denominator for the past 11 years at that program. So yeah, I had a good chat with him last night, and they're out in Texas right now at the invite with the team, and a lot of stuff going on with the program, and just getting to know him a little bit more. And that's what we do here. We want to kind of shine a light on everyone in the swimming world, and he's a great young coach who's doing good things, and just a good person. So good catch up with him tomorrow.
All right, well, good. Anything else? Odds and ends? We're just about to hit that 30-minute mark.
Sonny, you're eating pizza every night in Naples. What are we eating over here for dinners?
Honestly, the food in the hotel has been great. Maybe a downside in terms of diet, but there is croissants for lunch and breakfast every day, and they're good. And there was a fridge full of soda in our hotel: Fanta Grape, Coke, Sprite, and they are being consumed heavily. I will say that. But I'm not here to swim, so I can enjoy all these little luxuries. But the food's been really good. I've only eaten out a few times. I've really enjoyed the hotel food here. It's been pretty good.
How's the comparison between the espressos between the two places?
It's 3 times the price here for coffee, and maybe 5 times worse.
Oh,
that's too bad.
And we've got this. We've got this curfew, right? I didn't even talk about this, right? So Netherlands has gone down to into a soft lockdown. So 8 p.m. every night, everything shuts. We can go out, but there's nowhere to go. So no bars, no restaurants, no cafes past 8 p.m. And also we have lost spectators at the meets, which is.
I was just going to say, did they go through with that?
They're gone, and the rules are being re-looked at the day that the ISL final finishes. Like the soft lockdown lasts the last day of ISL. So our match sold out spectators. It was brilliant. Like the Netherlands fans were huge. I had people asking to see me. It was crazy. And then the London, LA, Toronto match, no one. Ghost town. And that's how it's going to be.
Thankfully, they didn't shut you guys out and kick you out. Thankfully, the swimming's still going on. Has the testing or anything like that had to increase?
No. All the rules for us are exactly the same. Again, there's no actual, everything's normal. If you go to the town in the day, it's normal. It's just at 8 p.m., everything has to shut. So,
is there a masks mandate? You have to wear a mask everywhere?
In Netherlands, in some shops or restaurants, in others you don't have to. But the ISL, we have to at poolside on matches.
So they only have COVID between the hours of 8 in the morning and 8 at night, or something. What happens to COVID?
Yeah.
You got to get off the streets.
Yeah, no, it's 8 p.m. It comes out, and it gets you. It gets you, Brett.
You don't have to wear a mask, but at 8 o'clock you better get home quick.
I just got my second shot yesterday. I'll be honest, my arm was freaking dead last night. Even just rolling over on it. I don't know why. I don't know. The first one was I had the J&J, so it was just one shot.
Oh, what'd you get now?
I think I got Moderna yesterday.
Oh man, you can't mix and match these things.
Dude, I woke up. I thought I was having a heart attack in the middle of the night. I didn't know if it was all that Mexican food or what, but I was struggling.
It was the Moderna, man. Gotcha.
The Moderna got me. But yeah, no, that's too bad. The fans, that's
yeah,
it makes it special. But hey, the show goes on. We'll be watching tomorrow. Good luck, Sonny. We're cheering for you.
Yep. Good luck, man.
Cheers, guys. Hope it's a good one.
Yeah, maybe we'll do. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, Brett, but maybe we'll try that Twitter Spaces thing again. I thought that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
And you can bring in a bunch of people to talk. So if you guys want to come and hang out and talk and watch swimming tomorrow, we'll be on Twitter Spaces.
Sonny, what's the code for a little secret hello on TV for all of our fans here? What's the code?
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I can give you what you want. Want me to throw you a little shaka?
Yeah. Throw that
nice.
up there. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I did when I watched the replay. That's one of the nice things about having the ISL subscription is I can just go back and watch them all. And dude, you were in the opening credits. I tried to send it to you.
So many people sent it.
But when you do print screen, it blacks it all out. So I sent you a black screen.
That was just after Siobhan's 203, and I was just saying like a nice job to Tom because Tom's coached her from Naples till now because she can't go back to Hong Kong because there's 3 weeks quarantine there. So
no way.
So they went to Sierra Nevada. They spent a bit of time at Gloria and some time in Istanbul. So they've been on the road. They've been on the road long.
Cool. Nate, quick thanks to the sponsors quickly.
Oh yeah, sure. DESTRO machines. Get your power towers. Use the coupon code Brett. Superior swim timing. If you're running your first swim meet, you don't want to buy the whole entire. You don't need touchpads. These guys got the timer. They got the starter. They got all the cables. They got the software, which isn't a computer. You just download it. You just download the software one time. You're gonna save $10,000 if you want to run a simple swim meet. Run it with Superior Swim Timing. Check them out. Swim Angelfish. If you guys are running swim lessons programs, which I know you guys are, you guys got to adapt. You got to open it up. And what Swim Angelfish does is it's an online course for you and your swim lesson instructors to basically learn all the tools for adaptive swim lessons with children with autism, with physical disabilities. They are the leader in global adaptive swimming. So check out swimangelfish.com. I think they have a 50% off certification. So you can apply for that 50% off certification. The link is in the show notes.
Right.
And of course, for Christmas, we brought back the drag socks.
Yep.
With Aquavolo.
100%.
Our guys out there in California, they make the best drag socks. Use coupon code Brett at checkout and save 10% on your drag socks for Christmas.
Get yourself some drag socks. Nate, where's the little clock, man? Where's the little stocking stuffer? You got it? Where's it at? Oh, it's back here. Oh, damn, it's on the wall.
Yeah, it's actually magnetic too. So it's on the refrigerator. And it's
sweet.
he's just hanging out with Rowdy.
Love it.
But yeah, $99 right now on the website for the little personal pace clock. The SwimNerd personal pace clock comes with a waterproof case as well. $99 right now on swimproducts.com or on swimproducts.com at the top. You can sign up. We're giving away 10 of them. So sign up, put in your email, and maybe you'll win on December 1st.
I want one, damn it. I want one. Sonny, swimsuit guy, tell us what's the #1 video on your YouTube site? What is it?
Top 5 goggle review. Top 5 goggles. I think the triathletes liked it. But
that was a long time ago too.
That was an early day video before the vlogs.
What's your biggest one recently?
Yeah.
Recently, the video where Ben Proud went an 18-point short course 50-meter freestyle with fins, which is sitting on 73,000 views.
That's awesome.
Let's bump it to 100. Let's get it to 100. Come on, get on there and watch that video, everybody.
Break it.
And it can overtake the top 5 goggle video. That'd be nice.
Yeah, get off there.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitter. Thanks so much for listening.